What's up, YouTube? It's Bastian here. Today is old school card game mail day time again. One of the thing about these videos is that it's really a one shot thing. Like once you get it opened, it's opened. It loses its magic. You know what I'm saying? So last time I posted a mail day video of Versus System, I already had it opened. So this little package here, it's only been opened up with the scissors and I've not actually got the cards out yet. So I'm going to have a look together with you guys. Let me know what you think about these cards. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like. And of course subscribe as well and share with all your amazing friends who play Versus System. Let's get the word out. The game is still here. We are still buying and selling cards. We are still collecting. We are still interested. And I'm not talking about TPCG today, of course. I'm talking about good old school Versus System. All right, let's have a look. So, got our old friend Wolverine here on the game mat. I thought like he's not had a lot of wrap time recently. So if I crack open this box, lovely, well packaged card. Oh, look at that! What's there on top? Is that a shield helicarrier? Of course it is. Of course it is. So this is a second purchase from the same sellers. Absolutely amazing people in Canada. They are selling some old school Versus System cards. A lot of the cards that I've been dying to get my hands on for a long time because I am struggling to get these cards here in the UK. But happy days. We have actually managed to get a second lot of these beauties. So, okay, let's have a look. We got a shield helicarrier. Turn 3 location to flip, return up to 3 non-stun characters from you control with combined cost of 3 or more to their owner's hand. What's cool about this is that it says return up to 3. So you don't actually have to return any, if I read this correctly, but correct me if I am wrong. But still, you get to reuse some of the cards that you might want to reuse, and of course it gives a +2 attack boost and flight to all your shield characters. If you remember what I said in my previous video, I am seriously looking at building a War Machine armor deck, which will be primarily shield. So we'll see if we can slot this bad boy in there. Next, we have Reckless Youth from the Young Avengers. To play, discard a card, target an Avengers character that team attack this turn. If it's stunned, recover it. To boost, discard an Avengers character card, ready that character. Sweet little card. I didn't have a copy of this one yet, so I thought it will look good in the collection, and of course you can always use it in a lovely Avengers deck as well. Right, the big boy, Hulkbuster Armor. Equip only to Iron Man, which is a massive drawback, but it's a 0 cost, which tend to be usually pretty good. When a quick character enters combat with one or more opposing characters, he gets +X attack, this attack, where X is the combined cost of those characters. Well, that is not too shabby, I must say. I do have a copy of Hulkbuster Armor, so I wanted to have a second one, and I think it's a really neat little card. I must admit. It just gets the job done, and of course it's an iconic armor anyway. Right, what we got here, Marvel Universe Vision. So again, this is one of those cards like I've not had, and I thought I'll pick it up. I am a big fan of Marvel, of the Marvel Universe cards. I think they've printed a lot of amazing cards in that set. And Vision is one of those. He slots really well into Young Avenger build if you ever build one. If he's team attacking with exactly one other character, team attacks can cause breakthrough. So that is pretty good. And he's a 4-drop 8/6 with flat and range. So what else could you wish for? I mean, Avengers love to team attack, so you could really get to use that super well. Here's another Stark Armory. Why I say another one, because it's my third copy. I've been very fortunate that I recently managed to pick two of these up, and I'm looking for a fourth copy because a long dream of mine is building an Iron Man deck with the Marvel Universe Iron Man, where he's like sort of upside down flying on the picture. And I've recently seen a deck list posted as well on Facebook, and now the urge is even bigger. So there you go, Stark Armory. It basically lets you just to move your +1/+1 counters around Stark Armory and Iron Man, so you can build a really sweet little deck with multiple Iron Mans in it, and you never really have to worry about losing those +1/+1 counters if you play a more strong version of Mr. Stark. So there you go, Stark Armory, sweet card, and I really do love the artwork as well. There you go. Right, one of the tutors in the game, Avengers Reassembled. You can search your deck for an Avengers character card, really put it on top of your deck, and then you can boost it by discarding a card, and you can replace a resource you control. Really good if you are searching out a reservist, and some of the Avengers cards are reservist as well, so you'll be able to play that from your resource row. Otherwise, why would you play this card? So obviously get a reservist Avenger. Otherwise, just use it as a tutor, which puts it on the top of your deck. $10, that's 10 Canadian dollars. It's worth every penny. It's a really cool card. Right, next one. Charging Star. This is a Captain America specific card. It gets +4 defense to your Captain America and negates all other effects targeting him. So obviously, this is a staple to any deck that runs Captain America in multiple copies in it. So there you go. I would probably consider running this in my Deadpool deck, but I only really run 2 Captain Americas for the in the 2-drop slot for the Hunter ability. But then again, into an Avengers deck, this is definitely an all-star. Right, next we got Radioactive Man. This bad boy, just really gets fat on +1/+1 counters. Plot twist your opponent. Plot twist costs your opponent 1 more to play for each +1/+1 counter Radioactive Man while he's ready. And every recruit step you get to put a +1/+1 counter on him. This guy is like so epic. There is like really difficult how you can describe him. Like he honestly makes it very tough for your opponent to do anything with their plot twists, and most decks do run at least a few. And the fact that he gets bigger and bigger every turn, he will pretty much always be relevant, whether it be turn 3 or turn 6. And by turn 6, if he's still alive, he gets, if he's still in the game, he gets +6/+6 from the counters on him. And all the plot twists just become more and more expensive for opponents by every turn. And then, of course, there is the artwork. The artwork really reminds me of Stalker. If you've not played Stalker, you should probably play that good old video game. It's got 3 episodes, well, three games that came out. I would recommend the first one. I know it's really buggy, but if you can get over that, then you're up for a blast. Anyway, Radioactive Man, super cool card. And again, Shield, Thunderbolts and Shield. Right now we got a Magneto here from Marvel Legends. Mutant Supreme. Again, the artwork I think is just really amazing on this card. If you exhaust it, stun target character with the lowest cost among characters in play. Use only during the combat phase and only if you control another Brotherhood character. It's still very strong though if you think about it. It allows you to basically just stun target character. in your opponent's side, which is which is always a good thing. You know, even if it's the lowest one, there is, you know, that lowest one could be a turn 4 by all means. So there you go. You can get a lot out of this card, or very little. Then we got Holocaust. I really just wanted to get this Holocaust because I absolutely love the Age of Apocalypse cards. I know this isn't obviously from that one of the final expansions, but the character is. Uh, I just really do wish that he'd had um, the um, um, the Apocalypse affiliation, but he doesn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's still a pretty cool card. Whenever Holocaust stuns an opposing character, you may KO target character with cost less than that stunned character's cost. So there you go. That's what Holocaust does. Again, this is more for the flavor than for the actual playability, but it's a cool card still. Right. One of the biggies, Captain America, Loyal Patriot. I really wanted to get this card for a long time. First of all, again, the artwork is just super cool. And then he enters the game with a shield counter. You can exhaust it, remove a shield counter from Captain America, and a Marvel Knights character on your side can't be stunned and can't stun other characters this attack. So what's really cool about Captain America is obviously um, he can use this ability on himself, so he can obviously defend himself. But if for any reason you would run him with other Marvel Knights characters, or you know, share team affiliations, you know, team up and stuff, then he can just basically save one of your guys. And the thing is with counters that if you know the ways how to get them busted, then this is another card that you can get busted pretty easily, but I'm not going to give you any tips. And then last but not least, we have one card from the dreaded Marvel Evolution edition. Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man. He's got Shift, which a lot of people don't like. I do, but I don't play it because it's unfair. And anyway, you know, most people don't like the Marvel Evolution cards, but I did want another copy of Miguel O'Hara because I only had one, and I think again it's one of those cards that is really cool to look at, and it's gonna look really good in the collection. So he's also got the name Spider-Man, and you can remove him from the game shifted with 2 shift counters on him, and you can exhaust target character with cost 3 or less. So yeah, if you look at the cards with shift ability, he's sort of like, I would probably say not the best ones, but for a 3-drop he's still alright. And then, you know, next turn you get maybe, you know, you can bring him back to game, or if you can play around with your shift counters, you could potentially even loop him back in straight that turn. So there you go, fans. A little bit maybe less than last time. How many did we get this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And last time we showcased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So if we add the two sets up, they've not gone into my folders yet. Then we got 29 additional new versus system cards, which I am really happy about because these are all really cool. I love these. I love these. I love these. I love these. I really wish I could play more often than I do. So yeah, I don't really get a chance to play a lot, but they're always at the back of my mind. I always look at ways to get more cards. At this point in time, I would probably say I'm more of a collector than a player. But at any point in time, if the competition would arise, I would definitely have a few decks up my sleeve that I would love to get out and start playing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said at the beginning, make sure that you like, you subscribe, share the video as well, leave a comment. I always answer. So, peace out, YouTube. Buzz signing out.